All right, how you doing today, folks? Now I want to take a moment to let this glisten in the sun for a second because this is an absolutely gorgeous knife. Now before we get started, I want to take a moment to shout everybody out that is currently subscribed, who has thought about subscribing, who is new, who is old, all of you. I love you all in the deepest pieces of my soul. We're also going to be doing a $1,000 giveaway for a $1,000 knife. 1,000 subscribers, so definitely stay tuned for that. You could own something like this, which is absolutely beautiful. These amazing frag pattern scales, it's beautiful 3D texturing. So you can see how deep that pattern lies, so you really get that full in-hand feel to it. Absolutely awesome. You have that very nice Curtis proprietary clip, as well as a proprietary pivot, which personally does not bother me at all. The overall aesthetics are very, very clean. You do have a gigantic flipper tab hanging off the back, which I'm not a super big fan of. But at the end of the day, when the action is that good, who really cares? This one is in the sheep's foot pattern, which I personally really like, especially for being a user. This is a almost 4-inch blade of CTS-XHP steel. My measurements were 3.86 to be precise. Just look at that. Look at the grind lines, the slight mirror polish. It isn't super reflective, but at the same time, it definitely does add quite a bit to it. So you can see my giant ass forehead right there. Bam! 8 head. But all that crazy ass attention to detail makes it a fantastic cutter. Look at that. Absolute butter. Amazing, amazing slicer. As everybody here knows, I actually use my stuff. So it slices just as cleanly through cardboard. Look at that. No resistance. Going nice and slow to demonstrate. Fantastic. With all that being said, if you're looking for a knife to pierce with, the sheep's foot's not really your best bet. It'll go through, but you have to basically really facilitate that tip. And it just is not the best piercer, but it definitely does work in a pinch, but definitely not the ideal. I want to take 1 second though to give a big shout out to the seller for the packing peanuts. This arrived safe and sound, and I appreciate the attention to detail. Now, the blade's obviously fantastic, but how are the overall ergonomics? And to that, I say they are fantastic. Now, there are definitely hot spots on the actual frag scales themselves. Nothing on the actual clip to speak of, though. But that's part of having an actual frag scale knife. You're going to have all these little pieces here where your hand's going to slide into, and it's not going to be the best feeling in hand. Personally, I love the way it looks so much that I don't even care. Now, as far as action goes, this big old gaudy flipper tab allows you to flick it out like an absolute dream. It does drop down with a little bit of a shake. Overall, very, very smooth. There's no rubber cutout to speak of for the lock bar. That being said, you can activate it very easy and disengage your knife without any problems or hot spots. Fantastic. With all that being said, who is the Curtis Knives F3 large frag pattern for? To find that out, we're going to do a little bit of a recap. Because again, we have fantastic aesthetics, amazing action, perfect edge geometry, a beautiful blade ready to use with amazing grinds and fantastic polish, near perfect lock disengagement, and fantastic overall ergonomics. What problems does this knife actually have? If you are in a deep carry, this would not be for you. It sticks out quite a bit. Or if you just cannot stand a proprietary pivot. But unlike certain other makers, this one actually comes with the tool. So the answer of who this is for is really going to depend upon you, because personally, I don't mind the proprietary pivot. I actually love it. I also really like the clip. I don't need to have a deep carry knife. I'm not trying to be some stealth ninja or whatever. I want to be able to access it quickly if I need to, or need to use it for any reason at all, and that's what this actually facilitates perfectly. There's perfect retention in the actual pocket clip, just enough spring to be able to maintain in there, but not enough to make it an absolute nightmare to get it out of your pants. Because for me, all of those things don't really matter all that much. I overall really like this knife, and with all that being said, my score on the Curtis Knives F3 Large is going to be a 10 out of 10. As you can see, there's scratches already on the blade. The person before me, this is a user for. This is going to be a user for me. It's an absolute workhorse, a beautiful, fantastic knife. Overall, I love the ergonomics. The edge geometry is absolutely perfect. It has that amazing in-hand feel. And I honestly cannot find anything wrong with this knife, and I really tried. At the end of this review, I've had this knife for about 5 days. I've tried to figure something out, some sort of bad thing for it, and I really just can't. This knife is absolutely fantastic in every single possible way, in my humble opinion, and I cannot recommend it more highly enough. Now, with all that being said, folks, I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody and say I love you all so very much. Hope you all have a fantastic day, morning, noon, and night, whatever you are doing. Have a good one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate you all more than words can ever possibly convey. Have a good one. Take care, and bye.